we got to be mindful, and we got to be mindful. Let's just say that we got to be mindful that when I say we have to tackle the trend, it's not that the trend is going to take us out of poverty. Trending stuff is not going to take us out of poverty. But if we hit it enough, if we connect with it enough, if we tackle it enough, if we be a part of the trend enough, it will get us to another level when we think of growth. Okay? And we got to utilize the tools that we have, especially if we're a small business and we're just getting started and we trying to figure out budget, we're trying to figure out how to be that successful entrepreneur, how to provide jobs for people. If we're trying to get there, we most definitely need to be connecting with people. And how do we connect with people? You have to figure out what is the best way for your business to connect with people. And I noticed that, you know, from doing research, from being involved, from talking to my colleagues, from, you know, working with other people, I noticed that our main source of connection, we're not even touching. So imagine if you get out of that shell, you get on this camera and you let people know about your boutique, let people know what you're selling, what you're offering. I guarantee you will see a difference. You will see some type of interaction or engagement. And that's just like when you have hired a influencer. If an influencer can bring business to your business, you most definitely can bring business to your business. If you don't want to do it, you're going to have to hire somebody else to do it. But you cannot stay in business thinking your business is going to succeed, knowing that you're not doing anything to tap in and connect with the people. Like, who do you think you are to open up a whole establishment and think that people are going to come running or know that you're there if you have not did any marketing for it? I was talking to one of my partners, somebody that I connect with, like, you know, talk about business with or whatever, and she mentioned to me, she's like, Renee, can you believe that people are opening up businesses and don't even have a marketing plan? They don't even know how they're going to get customers to their business. And I thought that was weird because that's what I be thinking all the time. Like when I'm talking to my clients, I be feeling like, how did you even get here? But you don't have a budget for marketing. You don't even know that you should be spending some of your profits into marketing. You should have a budget every month for marketing based on what your revenue was previously. Businesses don't even know that. It doesn't matter if you're in a food truck, it doesn't matter if you have a pop-up shop. I feel like marketing is very important. But when we come to digital marketing, I feel like digital marketing is very cost effective. Like you can get major bang for your bucks if you tap into digital marketing. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to hire an agency, but you have to be tapped in. Like, it's just crazy that we have so many business owners who are not tapped in. And for my coworker to come to our meetings, you know, and have these stories, like we're all at the table, and when I hear those stories, I be like, wait, so you mean to tell me this business only have 100 followers on Instagram and 1,000 followers on Facebook, and they're telling you that they're not interested? What is their plan? So when I hear stories like that, I'd be like, give me the information. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try to convince them. Because when you're in marketing, when you have a marketing background and you see a struggling business, it's the passion that forces you to take action. It's the passion that takes you to, and I want to say try to convince the business owner that this is why your business is struggling. I want to say convince, but something is challenging me to even say, you know, try to convince a business owner, because I feel like if you're in business, you should know if your business is struggling or not. If people are not consistently walking through those doors and making a transaction, your business is struggling. Okay, if you cannot afford to hire people, your business is struggling. There is people that are looking for jobs, and if your business can't afford to hire people, you are struggling business. And it's not to talk down on the business, but it's to open up the business owner's eyes. So when I hear those stories, I'm like, what company is this? Like, give me the information, because I'm going to have to go out there and I'm going to have to sit this person down and see what is their strategy, what is their plan. Because you get a lot of business owners that they not only open up the brand, like they not only start the business, but they go and do a whole build out. They do a whole build out of a building. So let's think of like a restaurant. They go and do a whole build out, and build outs range from like, 50 grand, right? So they reconstruct the whole build out of a building, and they don't have a plan on how people are going to get there. They just think, oh, well, I sell the best, whatever, they're going to come. So they're not tapped into digital marketing. They don't know how people are going to come, but they just put their life savings into this restaurant, reconstructing it, and now they have no plan on how they're going to connect with the people. So as a consultant, I feel like it's my due diligence to get out there and speak with this owner to see, well, why did you tell my coworker that you're not interested in digital marketing when your social media looks like this? When you're not even on TikTok, you're not even on Instagram, you have 100 followers. That look like you just created the account and just left it there. Like, what is your plan? So I feel like from my passion, when I hear these stories, like from my coworker, I'm like, wait a minute. So you called the business, talked to the owner, and the owner told you that they're not interested in marketing? Like, do they have somebody that's doing the marketing? Like, it'd be a full-blown conversation. And I just felt that I wanted to talk about this because trends is happening. And if you can't get on the trend, it's because you don't want to get on the trend. If you can't grow your business, it's because you don't want to grow your business. I don't care how bad the economy is. People are saying, oh, we're in a recession. Oh, we're struggling, or, everybody's broke. Nobody have money. That's not true. That's not true. And even during a recession, people are still buying stuff. And if you have a product that people need, or if you are a person that people like, you're going to have transactions. So because the business is struggling, I feel like it's on the actual business owner. If you have to shut down your business, if you have to go bankrupt, I feel like it's on the owner. It's not nobody else's problem. And the economy is not doing bad how you think the economy is doing bad. Stock market is good. Stock market is booming right now. So when you think of the stock market, that is interactions, that is transactions, that is people actually spending money. And that's how you know that if you're a business owner, if you want to say, oh, the market is bad and people are not buying, look at the stock market. The stock market will tell you if people are buying. And I can't sit to watch businesses go out of business to only say, oh, well, it's because of the president, or it's the economy. No, it's not the president, it's not the economy, it's you. You are the problem. You're in the way. If you are having a business struggle, right, under your management, and you're not even tapped into something that is free, social media free, right? You're not even sending your customers emails. Your customers are buying stuff from you. You're not even sending them a thank you email. That has nothing to do with the president. That doesn't have anything to do with the economy. That's you that is refusing to tap into the trend. So when we think about trend, it's not all about what's on social media. It can be the buying behavior. It can be the spending behavior. It can be whatever the trend is at that moment, whatever people are tapping into that moment. If you're constantly saying, oh, I'm not going to do that, that's not something that we do, then you're going to be forever left out. And you're going to always be that business where you can't hire anyone, you can't get ahead, nobody ever heard of you. You're constantly making excuses. And now I feel like I'm a motivational speaker because I feel like I'm speaking at business owners who are constantly making excuses, and that is not what this video is supposed to be about. This video is only to talk about trend, but now I feel like I'm a motivational speaker. Okay, so what I want people to get out of this video is that you have to be acceptive to what's going on in society. And if you constantly say you're not going to participate or you're not going to do it, hey, you're going to be left out. You're going to be left out, and your competitors are going to continue to get ahead. And one day you're going to realize that, man, I should have did that, because there's no other way to take a business to the next level without being a part of the trend. And when I say trend, remember, I'm not just talking about social media. I'm talking about the business tools that are trending. When you think about AI, artificial intelligence, there are things that artificial intelligence is helping the business process. But if you're saying, I'm not tapping into that, I don't need AI, or I'm not gonna do AI, you're on another planet. You're not here with us. You're not here with us. So this is why I'm saying trend is very important. Right now, AI is a trend, and you better hop on it, or you're gonna be left behind. And that's just what it is. It has nothing to do with the economy or the struggling market or the president. I just need to stop hearing it. I need to stop hearing that the president is making it hard for us. Because if you are a business owner, or if you are a person in general and you are an independent person and you make decisions effectively, the president doesn't affect your day-to-day operation in life. It's nowhere connected. It's nowhere connected. It's your mindset that is allowing you to use presidency as an excuse on why you're struggling. Because when you're out buying stuff, when you're out shopping, you're not thinking about the president. When people are out buying the latest tennis shoes or the latest jewelry, they're not thinking about the president. You're not saying, oh, the president stopped me from getting this jewelry. No, you're gonna go buy the jewelry. When you're going to buy new cars, when you're going to buy new perfume, you're out spending money, and the president has no role in that at that time, right? So why does the president have a role in when you struggle? Like, you're constantly using it as an excuse, and it's not a valid excuse. I feel like we're making excuses, and we're failing to be innovative. We gotta be innovative. Like that's just what it is. Nothing is staying the same, and things is changing more rapidly than any time in life. Things is just happening in the blink of an eye. You log on to a software, you log on to Facebook, you log on to anywhere, and it's gonna probably look different from yesterday. That's how fast things is happening. So you just have to be, you gotta be on it. You really got to be on it, or you're going to just be left behind. You got to get on it. And that's just the bottom line. So it sucks, but hey, this is the new life, y'all, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it, because the way to success is just to have an open mindset, stay focused, be dedicated, and you have to be consistent, and you gotta have your eyes open. Because if your eyes is closed, it's just like if you sleeping, you gonna miss out. It's all kind of stuff that's happening while we're sleeping. And I always tell people that you can sleep all day if you want, but the thing is, you're gonna miss something. It's just like that baby, when that baby don't want to go to sleep because they feel like they're gonna miss something. They are. Like, that is really true. If you go to sleep, you're gonna miss something. So it's better that you be up, have your eyes open, and be ready to tackle what's coming at us, because things is constantly changing. So yeah, I wanted to deliver that, but I didn't want to sound like a motivation. I didn't want to sound like a motivational speaker or anything like that. I just wanted to tackle the fact that we're not trendy. We have to be trendy. And if we're older, or if we're from a different place, we have to know that trend is going to help us succeed. It's not to fight against it. Don't be resistant to trend. Just be open about it and figure out how you can tap in and be a part of it.